All right, Shalom. This is Har one by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Ha Rakar Kodash Ma. All right. And I want to give a double honor to the elder apostles of GMS that rule well and their elders. And Shalom to you, Akim, Nakwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and in truth and in righteousness around the four corners of the earth. What you're seeing here is a picture of Elon Sandusky. Real name Elon Musk, right? He's known as the world's richest man, right? Tech inventor, pushing that damn neural lace, right? And you already know, talking about putting the technology into human bodies, known as an innovator for Esau's agenda. All right. But I want to read this. It says, Elon Musk didn't let the responsibilities of becoming CEO at a third major company curb his Halloween spirit this year. See, that in that satanic spirit. Now, in the past, he can be seen wearing a New World Order shirts that say New World Order on it with satanic pictures. And now it says, fresh off of a 44 billion deal to buy Twitter, and Twitter represents micro messaging, which is what they need. The missing piece to their link is a platform or a system that can send micro messages and receive micro messages and send micro messages. All right, they already got the interface in place. They got the charagma in place, but now they need a method to be able to send and receive micro messages, and it's better to have that platform already established, which would be called Twitter. All right. So it says here, Musk showed up on a red carpet in New York City in what appeared to be a devil's champion costume alongside his mother, May Musk. Now the thing is, if we look at this, let's read on here. It says Elon Musk's satanic Halloween costume causes backlash. But check this out. It gets even spookier. Because watch this. It says the world's wealthiest man, yo. Alright. Selected the devil's champion leather armor set. So he calling himself the devil's champion, the deceiver's champion. What? In technology. All right, you got Bill Gates that's set up to bring the corporations together, computer systems and all that. What did he do? He copywrote, patented the 060606. That's what Bill Gates did. Then you got Klaus Schwab bringing together all the nations, leaders, with the World Economic Forum. Then you got people like Elon Musk and other corporations that are the innovators. All right, and he wants to be the champion of that can create the technology that they need. So, and put it into the body. It So it says the world's wealthiest man selected the devil's champion. The word devil is Diablos deceiver. Who's the deceiver on the earth? Esau. Leather armor set retailing for $7,500 for his fit. So he's just spending money frivolously. But you got people struggling out here in the world. He's just buying $7,500 outfits on the devil's outfit. Probably wear it at home when he sleep. The red and black outfit, see, red and black represents darkness and blood, sacrifices and stuff like that. You know, red for Esau, Edom. The red and black outfit has a Baphomet carved into the chest plate, with an upside down cross. Even though the cross is wicked, you know what they use it for, witchcraft. He's saying that he's a witch, man. He's a warlock. He's a wizard. Computer whiz. The wizards, man. Wizard is another form for witch. Wizard is another form for wise. Wise men. And their wisdom is what? In darkness. All right. It says with an upside down cross between its horns, man. And it didn't go unnoticed. All right, it's all over Twitter. Mocking the people. It says Elon Musk wore a Halloween costume called Devil's Champion with a Baphomet and an upside down cross on it. Let's take a look at this wicked abomination. That's what he had on. Look at this. This damn heathen, man. Well, you know, it's deep because when I saw it, I thought he was trying to be like Tony Stark's Iron Man. I should have took a better look at his shit. You know, I ain't into that whole Halloween, so I seen the pictures on social media and I was like, he being Iron Man or some shit because he the tech guy. But needless to say, man, this dude, look what he wearing. All right, look at that witchcraft. Look at this dude, man. He got upside down crosses on his wrist too. Why would you wear something like that? Unless you was a part of it. Alright. So yeah, man, the devil's champion. Look at that. Get some precepts real quick. Matter of fact, I just got another one. This is Ephesians 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. And this is one of the wiles of the devil. He's the devil's champion, the deceiver's champion. And what they're pushing is a dream, is an idea that hasn't happened yet. But they'll say, yeah, if you take this and you put it in your head, you'll be able to walk. And you be like, did it happen yet? No, it's just a hope. They like, yeah, it's gonna happen. They're like, see? So they're deceiving people, promising them a new world metropolis, promising them to be made better than what the Lord created them to be. All right, just like the devil, the serpent, was promising Adam and Eve, you shall not surely die, but you will be a god if you go this route, the wicked route. That's what Esau pushing on our people today. But in reality, they're destroying the people. It's called depopulation and taking away their freedom. And he's calling himself the champion. And what happened in that movie, Troy? Remember that? In the end, when the major battle was going on, they'll bring out their champions. That's what he represent for them, for that side that we're fighting against in this spiritual battle. If you watch the movie Troy, they'd be like, send out the champion. And each side will send out their champion. Well, Yahweh Shai has sent us. Right? Yahweh Shai is our champion. Ephesians 6:12. And the word devil means deceiver. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. All right, so it ain't about flesh and blood. It's about what? But against principalities, the rulers, man. Governments, corporations, moguls, that all believe in the left-hand side, which is wickedness. We wrestle against powers. We say the powers that be. And against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Man, who is that? Them fake Jews. They rule in the darkness. The hip-hop industry is nothing but darkness. All right? The light is darkness. That's what their light is, darkness. The dollar, that's the government. The Illuminati. This new technology they're coming out with, which is nothing but witchcraft. People like Elon Musk and all these leaders or ambassadors or champions. So he said, what? We wrestle against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. So we battling against the left-hand side, and he's one of their minions. But he calling himself a champion in the tech industry. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand, man. All right? So we got to put on our armor. They putting on this. We got to keep our armor on, which is this truth. It's going to be our what? Our shield and buckler. Okay? So, we got to remember this. Because in the future, he won't show this. The mask is off. You're seeing the real him. And when he start pushing that technology, you're going to see him in a business suit. You're going to see him in hip-hop clothing. You're going to see him with rappers like Kanye West was. All right? You're going to see him with all these gang members. Like, I think he was Whack 100. See that? They're trying to make him the cool guy. While Bill Gates is the hated, they want to make him the cool guy. So it push people towards him. But the Lord said this, Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, man. Who's our oppressor? Esau. They try to, everything they do, the Lord said they enlarge their desires as hell and is as death, man. And he gave the world into their hands, so which means what? They're the ones that's lifted up from their riches and their pride, calling them what? Lucifer. All right? That's dumb. All right? That's why the Lord said they're going to fall like lightning to the earth. It's going to be quick. You know, so they're above and we're the below right now. So anything under them, they're crushing. Pressure from above, pressure below. So they're the oppressors. Masa in the Hebrew. So envy thou not them, man. We don't envy them. Proverbs 3:31. You see them in the midst of this economic crash, and you see them with riches, And Jake try to follow after their ways and see a way out. What was that? Proverbs 3:31. Don't get that word envy. It says envy. It says to be zealous, jealous. You want to be like them, man. You know? Celebrate Halloween. Want to get their technology. To try to be rich as them, which will never happen unless we in the kingdom. This is not our rest. It says, envy thou not the oppressor. All right. Proverbs 3:31. A man as an individual, a male person, oppressor. All right. And the Lord said, what? Choose none of his ways, man. Don't choose any of their ways. And Jake has followed after Esau's ways, following after their religions, following after murder, right? Robbing, stealing, and killing, folly, idolatry, witchcrafts. All right? But the Lord said he's going to cut off all witchcrafts out of their hand. It says, strive not, for the froward is an abomination. Let's get that. To turn aside, to depart, to be perverse, man. And that's what he is. All right? For the froward is an abomination to Yahweh, but his secret is with the righteous, man. The curse of Yahweh is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. That's why the Lord said, don't envy them. He gonna bless us, man. We already blessed to have this wisdom, this truth. All right? They're showing the signs that they're the cursed. Even 2/3 of our people are still cursed. All right, the curses are still in place, but we have a covering, okay, whose name is Yahushua, sent from Yahweh. That's our covering. But look what they covering with. I seen it was a damn demon got the diamond in his forehead, screwed into his fucking head. What's his name? Little Uzi Vert, the guy from Philly, I think. Tattoos all over his face, feminine. See, they're wearing the covering of this satanic order. I saw him earlier partying in Philly or something like that. Said they shut down Broad Street. I was in New York. And he's throwing up the damn Baphomet horns. Like, way in the sky. Got his arms up, throwing that bullshit up. So they all wearing it. You know? So the Lord said that's abomination to the Lord. Abomination meaning something disgusting, an abhorrence, idolatry, or an idol. There you go right there. There you go. All right? So we don't envy him, man. The damn riches. If I see him on the street, I would ask him questions, but say, give me some money. Give me a donation. I wouldn't sign anything with this damn devil. I wouldn't party with him, none of that shit. I'd rather go sit by the water and chill and see the beautiful animals in nature. Or chill with my children or with brothers in the truth. Not to fellowship with these damn heathens and devils that are into this paganism. All right? So let's get this real quick. Phone freezing up so I can, of course, right? All right, this is I'm gonna get James 5:1. Let me just read one precept from it. It says here, James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, yo. See, they think they're somebody because they got a lot of stuff. you get a lot of stuff, then you the important person. You see how they think on this earth? No, you get a lot of stuff, then you're the helpful person. You're supposed to help people. You know, or you're just a person that accumulated a lot of stuff. When we pass on and leave this earth, none of that goes with us. None of that's gonna go with him, except for his satanic belief. That's gonna follow him, and that he was the rich man, one of the rich men in this time where they're switching to a new world order under Satanism. And he wants that shit out in the open. He'll be proud of it. Every fucking outfit he be wearing on these big galas or the fucking parties and shit, he wears some satanic shit. He had a shirt on before, it said New World Order. Novos Ordo Seclorum. Alright. It says what? Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. So the Lord got something set up for him. The Lord got something mixed up. He's baking a cake for him. So they got miseries that's coming to them. Why? Because they're going to be in slavery in the kingdom. All right. See? So when Yahushua returns, 2/3 that's joined hand in hand with these devils spiritually, you know, they're going to fall with these devils. They're going to be pushed to that side. All right. Matthew 25:31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, Yahushua, see, wickedness having their glory right now. All right. Scripture say that, man. Folly is set in great dignity. He's one of this guy, Elon Musk, Sandusky, he's one of their damn dignitaries. They're important people. The champion. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, meaning righteousness, and upon this earth and his people. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And that's what he got with that damn goat. All right. I mean, the wicked from the righteous, and this is wickedness. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, meaning the elect of Israel, but the goats on the left, man. Okay. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. That's why the Lord said, don't worry about them. Don't envy them. You see them riding around these big Tesla cars and Tesla this, Tesla that. The Lord said, don't envy that, man. And don't fear what they're about to do, because it's not going to happen. The Lord said when it, let me get that. This is Job 5:12. No, let me get this. Job 5:8. I would seek unto Yahweh, and unto Yahweh would I commit my cause. That's right. We commit our cause to the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number, who giveth rain upon the earth, not Elon Sandusky, but Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai gives rain upon the earth. And Esau trying to do that. You got weather machines, you know, and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low. See, Esau was low, but they got set up on high, which made them in that oppressive position, because they chose to do it. It was the will of the Father, Yahweh. It says that those which mourn may be exalted to safety, and that's the elect of Israel. That's why the Lord said, don't envy them. All right, he flashing all his riches and wealth and technology, when the devil, the spiritual demon Satan, works for Yahweh. All right, let me see. All right, so in the spirit, the children of Israel come from the right-hand side, but upon this earth, they're moving according to the vibration of the left-hand side, which is wickedness and Satan. It says, and the word Satan means adversary to righteousness, all right? Or just an adversary, but Satan is an adversary to righteousness, an adversary to Yahushua, an adversary to God's people, an adversary to Yahweh. 1 Kings 22:19. And he said, hear thou, well, actually, he's a son of Yahweh as well. All right? More like a steward, a worker. And the devils tremble in the presence of Yahweh. Right? 1 Kings 22:19. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne. So our Father is on the throne, not you damn demons. And all the host of heaven, see, even spiritual demon Satan, standing by him on his right hand and on his left. So when the Lord shows up and he says he's going to push them to the left or push them to the right, he's talking spiritually. He's going to sort everything out. And 2/3 that are operating into that vibration of their father, the devil, they're going to be pushed to that side with heathens like this and get that same destruction. All right, so this 1 Kings 22:19, where he saw all the hosts of heaven standing on the right-hand side of the Father and on the left-hand side. All right. Let me get this real quick. This is James 2:19. Thou believest that there is one power. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. All right, they tremble in the presence of the Lord. All right, so the devils and the spiritual demons, they know our Father. They know the men of the Lord. They know Yahushua, and they fear. All right, Matthew 8. And where was it at? There you go. Matthew 8:29. And it says, I'll start from 28. All right. And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergesenes, there met him 2 people possessed with devils. That's what these people are. They possessed with devils. All right, deceiving spirits, demons, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. All right, so everybody was scared to go that way because these people had demons on them. They were bugged out. And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Yahushua, thou son of Yahweh? Art thou come hither to torment us before our time? Before the time? Right, before the time. Where the Lord gonna put out all wickedness. He gonna be tormenting them demons, man. And tormenting their physical counterpart upon earth, which is Esau and the rest of these heathens. And 2/3 that want to be grouped up with them because of their riches and wealth. All right. So when the Lord said He's gonna push somebody to the left, He's talking about spiritually. Group them up with the ones that's gonna be judged and destroyed. Job 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. And this guy's crafty. That's all he is, just a crafty individual. Probably teaming. One of the think tanks. He disappointed the device of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And the crafty also is those elites. Making him, he want to be the champion. They're token Edomite. But the Lord said He's going to disappoint their devices and their imagination, their plans of the crafty with their technology so that their hands, meaning their power, or their powers that be, or their little minions or their champions, cannot perform their enterprise. So the Lord gonna stop them, just like a boxing match. All right, because we fighting against them. He said we wrestle not against flesh and blood. It's not about him. Look what he's wearing. It's not on you. It's in you. It's the opposite word. They say it's not in you. It's on you. But yeah, it's in the spirit. What you wear is a reflection of what you feel on the inside, and this is what he feels. He said he's the devil's champion, the deceiver's champion, the spiritual demon Satan's champion, the adversarial champion to righteousness. That's what that stands for. All right, so yeah, he lifted up, he prideful, he got riches. Habakkuk 2 and 4. So if people go to him for answers, like, I can ask Elon Musk anything. He's such a great guy. He said the same thing about Alexander. But look what he did. Called him great. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith, man. So his soul is not lifted up right. It's not righteous. He's lifted up and boasting of their riches and wealth and power moves that they've been making. You know? And the innovations. But the Lord said he's going to stop that. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. So this doctrine is consuming them. The truth is consuming them, whether they know it or not. Because once the men of the Lord begin to speak, the voice of the Lord is speaking, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, then the end is coming. So they're being consumed, and all their lies they put out there. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, man. So when Yahweh Shai shows up in light, his glory, he's gonna put out that darkness, man. Just like you light a torch in a room full of darkness, darkest room, darkness will scatter. Him whose coming is after the working of Satan. This guy is, every move he makes is after the workings of Satan, the adversary to righteousness, with all power. Look at that power in high places again, and signs and lying wonders. That technology is lying wonders. The big giant Tesla car running off electricity. All right, we supposed to be able to harness electricity ourselves. You know, but really they made cars that they can control people with now, with the electricity. And the CHIPs that they put in the cars. And with all deceivableness, man. See, the word deceiver goes back to the devil. So he's part of that. With all deceivableness. He calls himself a champion of it. Of unrighteousness in them that perish. So because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. There's people like Kanye West and them clinging up with this guy. Rubbing shoulders, bumping shoulders with him because he got money. He's a billionaire. Kanye West want to be part of that billionaires club of devils. And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, man. Calling him a great man. He's not great. He's great in wickedness. That they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness, man. So this guy here, he probably experimenting on all kind of shit out there. You heard about them experimenting on monkeys and shit, where they had to slow down on that because they were starting to kill all the monkeys. So who do you think they about to try it on now? I think it was like 2 months ago. They said they're going to implant their first charagma into the skull of two human beings. deceiver's champion, huh? Look at this. Psalms 37:6. A little that a righteous man have is better than the riches of many wicked. So the little that we have is way better than all the money he could find in the world. Because look what he doing. Dressing up at a fucking costume party like a little child. Fucking children of the corn and shit. Tight ass leather suit, calling himself the devil's champion. I heard a little called them children. Children rule over us, man. Child's play like Chucky. He says, what? For the arms of the wicked. Arms represent their strength, their corporations, their moguls, their innovators, their leaders. That's their arm of the wicked shall be broken. Especially America's part of that. But Yahweh upholdeth the righteous man. See that? So, Revelation 20:3. Well, actually, no, I ain't gonna get that right now. That'll take me somewhere else. All right, I'll read a little bit of it because this happened from the 1st century AD all the way up until, or even with Septimius Severus in 198 AD, all the way up until 410 AD with the fall of the Western Roman Empire, which is those Edomites. After they ran up into the mountains, they came back around 1266 AD, calling themselves the Ottoman Turks, and took back Constantinople and began something called the Renaissance, which means the rebirth of that Edomite following. And they created Catholicism, which began to be their universe. And within that universe, you have different religions and financial setups, because that's all the Catholic Church is a banking setup. That's where you get the cross from, all right? Going back to Tammuz and shit like that. But just like on that movie Black Adam, man, I couldn't even watch it. I don't see how a lot of people watched it. I couldn't watch it. I watched it when it got towards the end. I knew what they were gonna do. They're gonna get everybody opening their mind up to it, telling you a vision, and then they're gonna put that damn devil in there. Motherfucker had horn Baphomet, had the fucking, I forgot that symbol, that fucking star that they be wearing, the devil star. It says what? And he laid, Revelation 20:1, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. That's Yahushua. So Yahushua got the power to bind these devils up. And the Lord said he gave us that power as well. Whatever we bind up on earth shall be bound in heaven. The Lord he's like, I got you. I'm gonna bind the ass up. Whatever shall be loosed on earth shall be loosed in heaven, man. And our job is to free our people from their sins. All right? From their own self-affliction. The Lord gave us power to free the captives, man. All right? But the Lord, he said what? And he used Septimius Severus and Jake to bind them up in the 1st and 2nd century AD. And he laid hold on the dragon, the Roman Empire, that old serpent, going way back to the garden. The serpent in the garden, that spirit of Cain, came back as Esau, which is the devil. See, Esau is the devil, the deceiver, and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. So the Roman Empire, those elites, Edomites, that have been ruling way before Elon Musk got his seat of authority or power. He's working for them. He's their innovator. They got an idea. They got a dream. His job is to manifest it. All right. So that's what he's working for. And he's their champion. But he's gonna lose. You know, Psalm 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter, man. This guy's encouraging himself in these evil matters that they're doing, that they're taking part in. This new world order, all right, new world technology, new world religion. That's what they want. They commune of laying snares privily, man. They say, who shall see them? That's what he said. They said this costume he had on didn't go unnoticed. They said, who shall see them? They don't believe the Lord watching. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them is deep. And when you get to the deep, like the bottom of the ocean, it gets what? Dark. All right? But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So that's what we should be looking for. The Lord going to wound their champion as well. All right? Let me get this. All right? Because I always say that Esau is the new Goliath in their system and everything we're fighting against. And the men of the Lord represent King David. And the stone that King David flung at Goliath and it pierced it, went to his temple, the head of the serpent, in a sense, right? The head of Goliath, this giant, it says what? The stone that we used today is Yahushua. He's the stone. And we casting it at them. It's going to pierce them and bring down the whole body, according to Daniel chapter 2. It's going to take them at the feet. But our job is to strike the head of the serpent. It says they shall bruise his heel, which they did to us. They bruised our heel, made us to fall and trip. And we shall bruise their head. When you're fighting a snake, you got to aim for the head. Got to put the lights out on the snake. So we're aiming for the head spiritually. In faith. And the Lord going to make it happen. All right? And we're going to win the battle against their champion. 1 Samuel 17 and 4. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines, just like they got the champions amongst Esau, named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span, man. So he was about 10, 11 foot tall. All right. It says, and he had a helmet of brass upon his head, and he was armed with a coat of mail, and the weight of the coat was 5,000 shekels of brass. And he had greaves of brass upon his legs, and a target of brass between his shoulders, meaning fully protected. This giant. Sounds similar, right? And the staff of his spear was like a weaver's beam. I mean, he had a lot of power. With that staff, he put fear into people. And his spear's head weighed 600 shekels of iron. And one bearing a shield went before him, man. So he got protection, got all kind of, protections around him, financially, physically, governmentally, the police, and ways to guard that money, right? But they use this to guard themselves. They believe in witchcraft, all right? Allegedly. So let's read this. All right, because this is what we got to think about, as they push their agenda more boldly, more confidently, like they're about to get the championship. 1 Samuel 17 And 21, for Israel and the Philistines had put the battle in array, army against army. See, the Lord has us army against army now, spiritually. We're not sent here to fight a physical battle. We're sent here to fight the wickedness in high places. Go out to the gates of their nobles. And David left his carriage in the hand of the keeper of the carriage and ran into the army and came and saluted his brethren. And as he talked, that'd be like a valet. He left his car with the valet. So King David left his carriage with the man that watched the carriage. Right, we had things in order. And as he talked with them, behold, there came up the champion, the Philistine of Gath, Goliath by name, out of the armies of the Philistines, the Hamites, and spake according to the same words, and David heard them. All right. And all the men of Israel, when they saw the man, they fled from him and were sore afraid. So our people are afraid, man, of Esau. But we're not. All right, we see through it. With their diversions and their tricks and their lies and the wiles of the devil. It says, all the men of Israel said, have ye seen this man that has come up? Just Elon Musk, look at him. They're talking about Goliath, but, surely to defy Israel is he come up. And it shall be that the man who killeth him, the king will enrich him with great riches and will give him his daughter and make his father's house free in Israel, right? We're not trying to kill nobody. That's not our goal. Our goal is to see the judgment of Yahweh upon this earth and upon these devils. Our job is to be the messengers and the prosecutor, and the defense. And Yahweh is the judge under Yahweh. And David spake to the man that stood by him, saying, what shall we do? What shall be done to the man that killeth this Philistine and taketh away the reproach from Israel? Well, let me skip down and get to the point. All right. There you go. It says here, man. It says, verse 39, and David girded his sword upon his armor, and he essayed to go, for he had not proved it, man. Talking about the sword. All right, so he didn't want to take that sword with him into the battle. So our sword's got to be proven, and the Lord's word is our sword, and it's been proven 7 times over. All right? That you can't fight these devils like Kanye West trying to do. Or Kyle Irving talking about they Muslim now. Kanye West a Christian. All right, so these swords got to be proven, just like the elect got to be proven. Yahweh Shah, like I can't take them with me. They got to be proven first. All right, so it says, I cannot go with these, for I have not proved them, and David put them off of him. That's why the Lord told us to put down our weapons. We ain't going against these devils like that. We would lose. And the Philistine came on and drew unto David, and the man that bare the shield went before him. That's intimidating, right? And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, this child, he disdained him, for he was but a youth and ruddy, meaning he was young and fair. All right? A young, tender boy. Okay? That don't mean he was red. And of a fair countenance. See, he's talking about his countenance, how he looked. Meaning he was young. Let me get that real quick. All right, so what you want, you will go to a different translation. This is the New International Version, 1 Samuel 17 and 42. He looked, all right, talking about Goliath, looked at David. He looked him over and saw that he was little more than a boy. And that's the term for ruddy. He was glowing with wealth and handsome. and he despised him, man. All right. So Esau despised us that way. So when it say ruddy, that's what it's talking about. He was glowing with wealth and handsome. All right, he's a brilliant little boy. Just like we were when we was younger. Y'all know the vibes, right? All right, so go back real quick. Verse 43, and the Philistine, I'm trying to hear. Yep. And the Philistine said unto David, am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods, man. So they trying to curse us by their idols. And the Philistine said to David, come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field. See, that would put fear in any other child, you know. Then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me. This is what King David said. And this is what we're saying to Esau. And it's bugging everybody out. Then said David to the Philistine, just like the hopeful elect of Israel saying to Esau, thou comest to me with a sword? Isn't that Esau's blessing? To steal, kill, and destroy the sword. It's spiritual now. And with the spear and with the shield. So you got defense and all of that. You coming at me with all your carnal and wickedness from the left-hand side. But I come to thee in the name of Yahweh of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. This day will Yahweh deliver thee into mine hand, and I will smite thee and take thine head from thee. And I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. All right, so that's what's going to happen. The Lord is going to decapitate these devils. All right, and give them over to these nations. You know, especially in this war that's coming. And all this assembly shall know that Yahweh saveth, not with sword and spear, for the battle is Yahweh's, and he will give you into our hands, man. So they can play all they want, you know. So the Lord is going to give these devils into our hands in the kingdom. And they won't be able to have no Halloween masquerades, no wide-eyed shut parties, Masonic secret society banquets, orgies, none of that wickedness. Pedophilia, devil worship, you know. In the kingdom, Yahweh might make him wear that in the kingdom. So he'd be a target every day and shit. So I'm at here, man. And that's just it, man. You know, don't fall for the wiles of the devil. And the Lord said, what? Be circumspect. Because the devil is seeking whom he may devour.